my one question about this was the Megan thing. Why does everybody love picking on Megan Thee Stallion? Men
I don't
specifically.
like that.
That's the only thing I don't understand.
like that.
Why her
like
versus everybody else you could take shots at?
What up? It's Rap Life Review. Clearly, our brother Ebro is not here right now, so you guys are stuck with the substitute teacher. I'm Eddie, Nadeska, Lowkey, and we're gonna get into it, man. We got some stories to talk about. Beef is still a beefing. The Kendrick show was damn near impossible to get into. I attempted to try that my damn self. Some news with Method Man, Summer Jam, whole bunch of stuff, but we got to talk about some new music.
Yeah.
Shout out to Huncho, big dude out of Atlanta. He just dropped an EP before the album. That's fire, man. Shout out to him and everything he's doing. He's moving. Tems. I know it's not hip hop, but god dang, dog.
Now we're claiming her hip hop, bro. We've been waiting on this album for a minute. She's so dope. I got to see her at Coachella, and that was like the highlight of my year so far. So I'm excited we finally get this project.
What'd you think of it?
It's good. So I feel like I don't like giving deep album reviews like 2 days in because I didn't get enough listen. No, I mean, first listen, I already love it. But I can report back later. The Cole feature was cool. Like, it's just nice to have her like outside. The tour's about to kick off. Like, what's your review?
So I love the album. It's one of those things where sometimes you gotta like kind of switch it up, bro. Like I can't just listen to rap 24/7. I know this is kind of what we do.
Yeah.
But every now and then you gotta you know, you cleaning the house.
Yeah.
You're driving around. You want to vibe. I think my favorite track on there is Forever.
Okay.
So that one's fire. But just all in all, it's 18 tracks. It's long. Because you know nowadays, all these albums are so short. It's cool to just like live with something and just be in the moment. And then plus, Tim's got that whole angelic vibe to her. Like everything's so spiritual. She just makes me, I don't know, she just makes me feel like I want to smell like oils or something. Yeah. So it's a great album.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. And then another vibey album, yet again, not hip hop, but you know what? Black music. In that black music space, the whole dance thing. Kaytranada, bruh. Like, this is another album I was waiting on for a while. And it's a whole bunch of features. Don Toliver, Anderson .Paak, Childish Gambino, a whole bunch of folks on it. Did you guys get the opportunity to listen to Kaytranada? Anybody?
Skimmed through it a little bit, you know.
I didn't check this one yet because I feel like I wasn't in the right space to listen to it, but I'm a Kaytranada stan. I feel like his first 2 albums for me have 0 skips. Like perfect albums to me. That's how much I'm a fan. So I'm really excited to dig in. But yeah, I feel like I can't listen to this one. I'm vacuuming.
Okay.
I need to be like out and doing something a little bit more fun to actually check out this
outside season.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like New
But I
York
haven't
around you,
really
because
been.
I'm not in New York. I'll be in New York a lot. Like they had, man, when I was out here, they had the Puerto Rican flags going everywhere. Y'all had what was the parade last week?
Puerto Rican Day Parade, yeah.
Yo, what's going up? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Wait, where was you staying at?
Where am I at? I'm around the corner.
Oh, so yeah, you was in the midst.
Yeah, there people driving by the flags. They was beeping. The music was playing.
Yesterday was the outside day.
Bro, get outside. Listen to Kaytranada, y'all. Also, in other news, we got Eminem, whose album is about to drop, The Death of Slim Shady. The album, we're like a little bit away, but we got this single right here, Houdini, and people, they're feeling some type of way about it. He hasn't pissed off people in quite a while. Like, Eminem's kind of been on like his grown man music the last few projects.
Yeah.
And one line in particular, the featuring Defeat, Meg line, had people kind of irritated. I have my own personal thoughts. What y'all think of the song? Where's Eminem right now? Because it's doing numbers, like it's streaming. People are listening to it. It's not just a conversation.
Well, I mean, Eminem is, you know, his fan base is gonna ride. His fan base is gonna pull up. They're gonna stream. They're gonna, you know, buy tickets. They're gonna do everything to support, you know, this man. And it seems like this project is one of those benchmark projects where it's like, all right, this is the end of that person you know me as, Slim Shady.
So wait, the death of Slim Shady is just him reliving the character for the last time. It's not like he's actually killing him off on this, unless maybe when he sequences the album,
it could be that, or it could
because
be...
this song sounds like it's Slim Shady.
You see the video? The video is it's the return to Slim Shady. He gets in the car with Dre again. He's got I forgot the name of the character, but the Batman. You guys remember the name of the character?
Robin?
Nah, but that wasn't the name of it. It was something boy, whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Rat Boy or something.
Yeah.
But he's dressed up like him again, and he's in there with Dr. Dre, and it's all the same characters again. And to some people, this is what they want out of Eminem with the controversial bars, and for other people, for a whole new generation, there's whole TikToks of them trying to cancel Eminem. I hate to break it to you guys. It's not gonna happen.
They've been trying for 2 decades now.
As someone who lived through 1998, through 2000, whatever, this is what Eminem does. I think as a public a lot of us have moved on from that. Especially
that's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. Like, I moved on from those shenanigans. I moved on from those, like, that perspective of what he was at that time. And that was cool because that worked for him and it made him who he was. But for me right now, I'm just like, all right, bro, you're 51, cool. I understand you're trying to kill off that character. You could have done it in a different way, but that's what his core,
that's his
cult
thing.
fan base wants from him. So I can't get mad at that. Personally, I'm cool on it. You know what I mean? I listened to it once. All right, cool. That's Eminem, Slim Shady. I'll wait for the album to really dive in and figure out like what this moment is. But this thing right here, this Houdini, I'm
Not
cool.
for you.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like comedians, right? That were like super hot in the 90s. And they, like, let's say they disappeared and then they came back and they're like, yo, I'm gonna do all the stuff I did in the 90s. And the people that were like around that age is like, oh man, and I ain't saying he Dane Cook or nothing, but it's like Dane Cook had like a certain fan base. Also, Dane Cook.
That was hella specific.
Because remember, Dane Cook
was hella specific. You went right to Dane.
Because Dane Cook had a
comedians, you went right to
No,
him.
I think
Because
that's a
Dane
great
Cook had a
example.
specific moment, right? And don't get it twisted. Eminem is like, he's in a whole different stratosphere as Dane Cook. But I'm just saying, in comparison, and there's a core audience around that same era that was like, this is my guy.
Yep.
Then if you do the same kind of
You
material
saying Dane Cook's fall off is Eminem's
I
fall
thought he
off?
was making a good point here, and you're just trying to start some drama, of
Eminem
course.
didn't really fall off.
No.
Yeah,
But
I even feel like
I
it's a
get
little bit
what
like
you're
Chappelle. I love Chappelle. I'll still always watch his stand-ups. But you know the recent ones, people have gotten frustrated with him for touching on transgender
yeah.
thing over and over. This feels a little bit like that to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Him reliving this thing that, to your point, as a society where,
Damn,
like, what did he
you said Dave Chappelle fell
Can you
off
stop?
too?
I
That's
never said that. I
crazy,
just
yo.
said I love and support him, but the way people react to some of the bits in his stand-up.
Oh, okay.
Is this going to be your energy the whole episode?
not at
Because
all.
then
I kind of like it. I'm kind of here for it.
Annoying? Is that what you're here for? Okay.
I'm not
It's
annoying
agitating.
every episode. This
right.
is not new.
That is also a good point. But my one question about this was the Megan thing. Why does everybody love picking on Megan Thee Stallion? Men
Yeah, I don't like
specifically.
that.
That's the only thing I don't
like
understand.
that.
Why her
like
versus everybody else you could take shots at?
Yeah, I don't
Here's
like
my biggest issue with it, man. Like, it's a joke that it's kind of like beating a dead horse, and it's a joke that was never funny in the first place. We're talking about a woman that was shot, bro, and that was shot by a man. And in our society, in American society, in our culture in general on this planet, we have an issue with violence towards women. And listen, bro, I'm not the PC police. I'm not one of those guys that wants to sit on my high horse about certain stuff.
Right.
Like, some stuff is funny, and some stuff you just let fall. I say off the stuff I can't say online or in front of cameras that's funny to me.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff, it just was never funny, bro. Like, this woman not only was physically harmed, she was emotionally and mentally abused by the person that shot her, because he would be free right now if he just left her alone.
Yeah.
And people online have decided, and
verbal abuse.
The verbal abuse. This has never been funny. Women get abused, guys, and then there's also other people that they might not have been shot, but they might have gone through some things. So when we make these jokes, they see that as well. And this particular thing has never been entertaining. And whether it's other female rappers, whether it's Eminem, whether it's other men, I don't understand what your infatuation is about this particular very dark incident that occurred to a black woman.
Right.
I don't like it. It's never been funny. So Eminem can do whatever he wants. I get it. The rest of the humor, not really for me. But this thing in particular, it's like, you guys, bro, like,
let up.
this
Like,
ain't
stop.
entertaining.
Stop,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, it shouldn't even start to begin with, but stop that shit.
Period. So make a weird transition, speaking of generational gaps. Something happened in Summer Jam.
Yeah.
Did you go?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm too old for that.
Oh, so you're too old for Summer Jam?
So you're
Well,
also
I'm too old.
retired.
I'm too old.
You
This
just
is-
didn't get tickets. Stop playing, bro.
If I wanted to, I could have been on
Ebro
stage.
locked those gates. Like, keep this man out of here. Coming to Summer Jam to piss
Bro,
me
like,
off.
I didn't want to go.
So here's what happened. Summer Jam, Method Man and Redman performed, and after the performance, I guess Method Man wasn't really feeling the crowd, so he said they're done because there seems to be a generational gap at Hot 97 Summer Jam. He said it's not our crowd. He commented, said thanks again New York and the whole Tri-State that showed up to the event, plus Pete and our very own Ebro. Shout out to our brother, we miss you. I got love for you guys, but never again. At this point, the generation gap is too wide for me. # never coming back. So let's rewind a little bit. Give context. You guys, you're from Jersey, you're from New York. People know this, but for New Yorkers or people in the Tri-State area, what does historically Summer Jam mean to you guys?
There have been so many big moments at at Summer Jam. There have been so many big artists that come from Summer Jam, birthed at Summer Jam. Just the experiences, the ritual that if it rains, if it doesn't rain,
Did it always rain?
It always rain.
Always like y'all always getting rained on.
Yeah, it's always rain. But that came with the package of Summer Jam. So, I've been to, a handful of them, and it's some of my best hip hop experiences ever. So when I see this and I hear Method Man speak like this, I understand exactly where he's coming from, because when I was coming up, like those were our guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lil Kims, the Foxies, CNN, Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang, Rockefeller, G-Unit, Diplomats, the
So
line.
brought up Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, like that was when it was in Long Island, I think. So the lineage goes on and on and on.
So here's a question, Lowkey.
Yeah.
I guess, has it been a place where you go to see legacy acts or always current acts? So I was trying to pull up the lineup. We have people like Doja Cat, Sexy Red, T Grizzly. It's definitely a younger lineup.
The lineups have gotten younger over the years.
Wait. Have they gotten younger or have they stayed the same age? And you got older.
Right.
It's a very good, confusing fucking question.
Why is it what's confusing about it?
The way he worded it and how fast it came out, I'm like, okay, wait, what do I address
Yeah,
first?
because I've only been to a couple of them. So like your biggest memories of Summer Jam, you listed a bunch of artists, but did you see them sort of at the peak of their career when they were still dropping hits, or
I think
later after?
I think it was at the peak of their career when they were dropping hits, because like when you were on that stage, you either had an album that was out that was big, or you had probably one of the biggest singles or biggest radio hits, right? And had shit to back it up. With these new acts, these guys aren't for me. Yeah. And probably like you and you as well, right? It's for.
I'm down to see Doja Cat, but
Yeah, but see, even with that, like Doja Cat, Hot 97, it doesn't resonate or mesh well. Coachella, like her own shit, like, but Hot 97 for me, just for me, I'm not saying she's not capable. Clearly she is, but Hot 97 for me is like the G Unit, the Fat Joe, like just like that gritty, nasty, dark New York shit.
Okay.
Yeah, and not saying like Doja can't rap, because Doja's one of a phenomenal artist, not even rapper, artist. So let's just say, let me say that.
Let me flip this then. Is this a bigger conversation about where New York hip hop is right now then?
It could be.
Oh, really? I wouldn't even take it that deep.
How would you take it?
Because I think you just said every time you've been to Summer Jam and you enjoyed those shows, it was artists at the peak of their career dropping hits. Meth and Red haven't released music in a long time. So although I know and love some of those songs, like, yeah, maybe it's just like a younger audience looking for more current artists.
No, yeah.
I think it's fair enough for him to be like, this is not my crowd, I'm tapping out. But I'm sure if him and Redman were to do like a tour, that's different. Like their fans would come out to.
But the funny thing about it is they did Roots Picnic the day before.
And how was that?
But
That's a different audience, though.
That's our audience.
But also too, the Roots Picnic does a better job of cultivating multiple generations at one event.
Yeah.
It's like a different thing, because there are younger artists at the Roots Picnic, but they do a better job of saying, hey, this is for everybody. And I think this isn't a bad thing that they don't want to go. It's just not for them. But there's good things about the generational divide that isn't. It is, but it isn't. Like you got Rolling Louds that skews really, really young. You got the Roots Picnic that skews older, but other people can kind of get in where they fit in.
Yeah.
And even Wu-Tang, I went to the very first Vegas weekend where they have a residency. So there are these pockets where everybody can fit.
Exist, yeah.
Hot 97 Summer Jam just seems like it might not be for older artists. I know for me back home, we used to have a Summer Jam, and it used to be all current artists, and there would be one legacy act on there. And in today's day and age, maybe these Summer Jams aren't necessarily the best fit for legacy artists like that, where it's like, all right, man, Roots Picnic, your own tours, some of these older venues, because older people do support now, and they go to these shows. But when you kind of melt all of them, like if you had a Rolling Loud and LL Cool J pulled up, that crowd might be like, yo, come on, fam.
Right.
This ain't it.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah.
No, I don't fault Hot 97 for trying to bridge the gap or attempting to bridge the gap, because you do need that. You need that lineage. You need that teaching aspect of like, all right, Doja and Sexy Red, boom, boom, boom. But here's this package of artists and hip hop lineage is what came before this. So before you get this, let's fuck with this old school shit real quick. So I get it. It's like water and oil. It just didn't go.
I seen a tweet, and this is messed up, but it was funny. I don't care. And it showed, Meth and Red, they be dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
And somebody said, imagine pulling up to see Sexy Red, and you see these doing the Charleston Chew.
Come on, man. See, like, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like, bro. This is what I don't like, man. Don't fuck with my man. Yo, don't do that. It's not fucking funny. That's why they don't want to go to this shit no more. Because it's shit like that. I get y'all. I ain't going to Hot 97 Summer Jam either. I'm going wherever y'all going. Fuck that. Don't make them jokes, bro.
It was funny. You know where I seen you trying to go online, though, speaking of Twitter?
What happened?
You trying to go to the Kendrick show. You trying to host a party I saw.
I ain't trying to host. I hosted a party in LA when Not Like Us came out.
I seen you trying to host another party for the Kendrick show.
Somebody asked me and was like, yo.
They did.
I didn't ask. Don't do that.
Kendrick is this year. Huh? What's happening?
I got you.
So you don't know?
So I got you.
Is Lowkey hosting or not hosting a party? What's happening?
Right, explain what it is first.
So Kendrick, out of nowhere the other day, was like, yo, doing a pop-up show, Ken and Friends, Juneteenth, Inglewood, The Forum. Now listen, bruh. The second everyone saw this, I was like, oh, I got to be there. And for a minute, I forgot my own privilege. I live in LA. So I'm like, oh man, sick. He's gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? Mustard already confirmed he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I didn't even do the math. Drake caught a little L in this too, because he's doing it on Juneteenth. Remember that little bar about freeing the slaves, and that's the day the slaves got freed? I see what you did, Kenny.
The strategy is crazy.
I see what you did, Kenny.
It's long lead beef here.
You an assassin, sir. So Juneteenth tickets go on sale, and I'm like, oh, and before the tickets even go on sale, because I'm the tightest all in the Kenny, this brother shows up to Compton like college. It does like a commencement speech just as a surprise. I'm like, brother, you are winning this PR game, something vicious right now. Hey, Drake, bro, volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club. Adopt a little brother or little sister.
No.
Deuce. Well.
Don't do that.
Baka got weird cases.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go ahead, man.
Just lay low. Just lay low for the summer.
Do something, fight back, bruh. Like, plant a tree, something, because this boy, he's out here going to work. So anyways, he does the commencement speech. The tickets go on sale. I think it was like Friday, bruh. Me and all the homies were like, all right, bro, we got to do the thing. We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
I got in line. I personally was 77,000th in line. Nadeska, do me a favor. Ask me how many people the forum holds.
Wow.
Ask me.
How many people does the forum hold, Eddie?
18,000.
Wow.
The homie Nick Newcomb, right here, Plug Radio, Apple Music,
yeah.
He was 114,000 in line.
Yeah, ain't going.
I mean, I never really asked for favors, but I would be willing to ask for a favor for you this one time to get you into this show. Talk to me after the episode.
Kenny, we're going to see if I'm going to be there. Hopefully my girl Nadeska hooks it up. We got a few more stories to get to, too. I want to shout out Pharrell. He's doing a biopic, but he's doing it in a different kind of way. I was like, oh, Pharrell life story. All right, tight. That's going to be crazy. This brother, he's so, like, in space. He's doing a Lego movie. It's called Piece by Piece. He's doing his life story as a Lego.
So dope.
Snoop, Kendrick Lamar. I seen
Jay's in it.
Jay's in it. Like, bro, it's Lego. I just want to shout him out right quick, man, because only Pharrell will be the kind of person. I want to do my life story as a G.I. Joe or as a He-Man. We'll think about it. We'll figure that out.
He-Man?
I'm from the 80s, dog. He-Man was a big deal.
I am too.
Yeah, He-Man was a big deal, bro. But
you could have said Batman and you could have said Spider-Man.
That's
He-Man.
I'm talking about toys, though.
Yeah. No,
listen, so I'm never coming back.
Yo, but if you're worried about, we were talking about closing the generational gap. Like, what a way. So he's going to tell his life story. Obviously, people like us are already interested. But forever, kids around the world are going to be able to watch this and love it. That is genius.
They're going to be addicted to all of his songs now. I feel bad for all the parents. How old's your kid?
2.5.
You're screwed. All the parents, they're going to be watching this a million times.
Why is her kid screwed?
No, the kid's fine. She's screwed. Yeah, like, remember, do you want to build a snowman? Every parent in their life was like, bro, if I hear that snowman song one more damn time. What was they don't want to talk about Bruno? How many times have you heard it? Well, your kids too.
It was that, and the Spider-Man joint with Post Malone, that was another one too.
Sunflower.
Kids love Sunflower.
Oh, that's banger, bro.
They love that.
Miles Morales, shout out to the homie.
Yeah.
But not only that, Pharrell about to sell merch. Like, this is next. Pharrell toys are forever now, fam. Snoop, Lego toys, bro.
Yeah.
What's the last time you put together a Lego set?
We're in the Duplo phase. Lego's a little small for her right now, but 2 more years. Same thing. So
What's
this
the-
morning,
what's the-
this
what's the-
morning.
I don't know.
It's
I
just,
was
oh, sorry. It's just a bigger Lego so kids don't eat it.
Pharrell, you that guy.
It's so funny.
But we off the rails. You got me on here. We're going to talk about toys. That's what I do. Let me see what else.
I just wanted to know how much Prada Eddie was going to wear today.
Oh yeah. He's a Prada hoe.
We got at least a 2-piece here.
Look.
The two-piece Prada package here.
Look at it.
I like the hat and the sunglasses.
I walked in, I'm like, oh, look at this. Look at the bag. Pan to the bag.
We don't got a pan to the bag.
That's a Prada bag, right?
Y'all gonna make me look bad. No, it's not Prada's Gucci. But y'all gonna make me look bad. This show is off the rails.
There's a label
Wow.
hoe. Jesus Christ.
Like, your man purse is in there too, but that's a whole nother story. So as we finish the episode, it's official. Young Miami addresses the City Girls split up from JT.
I think when the City Girls album just dropped and it didn't do too well, and we was just like trying to do our press run, you know, the whole rollout of the album was just so bad because we was just in two different spaces. You know, like we older now, and it was just like she was doing her own thing. She on the West Coast. I'm in Miami. I'm doing my own thing, and I felt like naturally when she doing her own thing, it just worked for her, and when I'm doing my own thing, it worked for me. But when we get together as a group, it just wasn't connecting. Like it just wasn't working no more. So I think we both was at a point where we was just like, we probably should just do our own shit.
Right.
But that was the point for me.
It's a wrap.
We saw that coming.
Young Miami's kind of screwed, bro. Cause JT got some. She's like doing shows. She got tracks with Doechii that are kind of going up. It feels like the public sentiment is kind of on JT's side, and that seems to kind of be what happens when groups or acts split up. Like people kind of veer one way. What do you think about Young Miami's comments going forward in the breakup of potentially the City Girls, maybe forever?
I mean, she was just honest about it. She was like, you know, when I'm doing my thing, it works for me. When she's doing her thing, it works for her. Like, we saw it on the press run. We saw it during that Breakfast Club interview when they dropped that album that wasn't that good, that they didn't put no effort into promoting.
Felt that way.
Yeah, it felt that way.
It kind of seems like she even is admitting that was
That's
the
what it
feeling.
was.
Yeah.
Like, so this is not surprising. And it's like sometimes, all right, cool. They were out there welcome with each other. And it doesn't mean they have bad blood. Doesn't mean that, you know, they're going to start sneak this and this, that, and the third. It's just like, yo, you can see it. Once the public sees it, it's time to like, all right, let's sit down and figure this shit out because it's only going to get worse. And then you're going to only start resenting each other. And you don't want to do that. And I think they probably want to maintain their friendship. And that's fine. But like, call it for what it is. Yeah. Because we saw it. We saw it up close and personal. Like, these motherfuckers don't like each other right now.
And to be clear, like, people grow apart.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine. That's what happens. Groups grow apart. Friends grow apart. People grow apart. And that's what's happening right now with them.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you said, as long as it hopefully ends here and it's not a back and forth on Twitter, because I think the last time they did that, then they got on the phone and it was good, and then they were back on Twitter, so it's confusing, and then fans are gonna get in the middle, which is always messy, because at the end of the day, like, if they're like really like family, like friends who are family, I feel like once other people get involved, it's a waste of time, because then hopefully they make up at some point. Like, to me, this is like a family dispute. I want to stay out of it, but I do think like JT's in a good spot right now. I just want to hear more music and less beef.
All right, some more rap beef. It's been the season of beef. As we all know, in 2024, Cat Williams opened the portal of all hell and chaos and anarchy.
No, he did.
When he went on Shannon Sharp's
When will he
podcast.
close the portal is my question.
I don't know.
How does this
I think
end?
he lost the key to the portal.
Before the election,
this
man.
bitch was not. This bitch is not closing it.
We are in the
soon.
alternate universe of just anger and vitriol. So as we continue to talk about more beef, BIA versus Cardi B is the thing right now. And did it start on the Wannabe remix? Did it start there? Is that...
Hold on. I got you with the little timeline. And Lo, who misses nothing on the internet, is going to fill us in.
Bless me.
Because I feel like... I don't understand. Okay, anyway. in 2021, it was all good.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, BIA is congratulating Cardi on Bodak Yellow being certified diamond, right?
Okay. First of all, hold to stop. Nadeska be prepared. We did not go over this. Nadeska just, I don't know when she created a timeline.
You know, the funny thing is, I know what she's reading because I read that too.
Don't do that. Like,
No.
This is why I will never be the plug for Lowkey.
What? I'm giving
I
her
don't like how
props
you
because
treat me.
I'm giving you props because I did my research too on it. So I'm like, I know what she's reading.
I didn't do no research. I just...
All right, you know what? Lowkey,
No, read it. No, read it. I don't have it on my phone. You're reading it.
Nah, dog. You said
No,
you just
Nadeska, help me.
I'm giving her props. Like, why is that a bad thing?
Nadeska, timeline. Please timeline.
What the
All right, it's only the half timeline. You can pick up.
No.
You can pick up in the year 2024.
No. You got it.
Good God.
Okay.
Go ahead.
like I said,
All right.
2021. It's all good.
Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams.
BIA congratulating Cardi on Bodak Yellow being certified diamond. Fans already starting to instigate here. Nicki Minaj fans, right? Yeah, she basically doubled down. She's like, look, if you're not inspired, you're not paying attention. Basically saying you can be a fan of someone's work, their work ethic, the growth, the contribution. So she's all in supporting Cardi. In 2023, so she's already had a couple of collaborations with Nicki Minaj at this point. Then the Barbs are trying to instigate a bit more, saying that you switched up. So BIA addresses it. She says, I didn't switch up on anybody because I don't know Cardi in real life, which is a great point. We've never had a conversation. I don't have issues with her. It's all love. I don't know her. And then we get to 2024. You want to take over here?
No. Keep going.
You're
You're on the
sure?
groove.
All right,
You're on the groove. Keep going. You're grooving.
So a few days after Cardi dropped the Like What freestyle, fans get on Twitter and start saying her flow sounds similar to BIA's flow on I'm That
Here we
Bitch,
go.
which dropped a year earlier. It's always the fans instigating things.
It is.
And so BIA hops in and responds with like a woozy face or something. People are like, BIA's been on Cardi's mood board a lot. Cardi didn't like that she responded to that. She jumped out, said, I don't know, something about people trying to play themselves. And then we get to this point. Take it away.
This is kind of whack because it seems like the whole time BIA was like, nah, I'm just.
I don't actually have any problems with you.
So then now, I think she goes to the studio.
Wait, which was Wannabe Remix first or was.
Wannabe Remix was first.
So so let's be clear. Wannabe Remix, Cardi goes at BIA. So,
This is after, so this is her addressing fans who said that she was copying her flow.
Yeah,
Y'all
so-
get it?
So it seems like BIA's like tried to be neutral this whole time.
Yeah.
No, BIA, I think BIA was trying to. It's always these motherfuckers online.
The people that watch this, that are commenting right now?
Yeah, people that
okay.
watch this
All right.
and comment on this. And,
At Lowkey.
And talk bad about me. It's usually y'all motherfuckers that when an artist is trying to give props or an artist is trying to pay homage or an artist is trying to stay out the way, it's usually y'all that get them to say some out the window shit that they didn't want to say, that it wasn't on their mind. So now that the fan is thinking this, they got to somewhat defend themselves. And I think that's what happened with BIA.
How much do you need to defend yourself? Because I feel like when she posted that first video clarifying I don't have problems with Cardi, that was cool. Then once people start comparing them, unless she agreed with it and she felt a way about it, I guess not responding is also fine to some tweets, right? Then it just goes away. Because once you respond and it becomes public, there's no way to really walk that back.
I think it's tough, man, in this day and age. All these artists are a generation of people that all grew up online. So they're constantly online. And for a lot of them, this is how they built a fan base, was interacting with them. So if that's all you see are people commenting about like a flow or someone sounded like you or a comparison, it has to mess with you. Like it has to get in your head. Like you're trying to do your job as an artist. This is how you got to the career path that you're on right now currently, how you've gained this level of success. Yeah. And now your whole feed is this conversation. So my perception of someone who's not super close to this beef, it seems like she tried to do her part the whole time. Like, nah, it's all good. I love, I respect, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And to Lowe's point, the fans just basically fed her to the lions. Yeah. Then she replies with her song and she goes live with it. The reception of it isn't great. It goes online. She has to move it. And I'm going to be honest with you, BIA. I love you, BIA. It was whack. It was whack. And then the end part where she's like, me and my girls, we be talking about you in our text messages. It's like, what we doing? Like, this ain't it.
I would say this is unfortunate. Look, I'm not really here for unnecessary drama. But if this is going to unfold in music for entertainment, I feel like BIA could have gained a lot here, at least in publicity. Cardi's a superstar at this point, right? And just like anything she does is going to get a ton of attention. So if BIA had taken her time, there was no rush. There was no need to jump on live and drop that song early. Like if she had just taken 2 weeks, like Cardi was clearly taking shots at you and she dropped an amazing diss track. Holy shit.
I think that's the missteps. But in a lot of missteps.
And she's capable of doing it. Like
she's nice.
More than. I mean, she just dropped a joint with JID, so like we know she can handle herself.
She can rap with Cole, like she's good.
But this has been the era of missteps in these beefs. Like to her point, take your time, pen this up, just let it die down and then just drop a bomb on her. Or just let it go. Because you know your stance in this particular situation. I don't have a problem with her. I don't know her personally. I never compared myself to her. This is nothing. This is nothing that I've been thinking about. This is nothing that I've been dreaming, trying to address. This was y'all.
Yeah.
I got duped into this because of y'all. And I kind of feel bad for her because Be it her accession in you know in her career is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, now we gotta, this happens. Now it's like a little chink in her armor.
Do you get a redo on a track
You
like
do
that?
not, you do not.
Since you didn't officially drop it,
It's
sure.
out there. It's the internet. It's out
Can't
there.
delete
If
later.
it's out
Okay.
there,
I heard it. It's
I
on
heard
YouTube.
it. I saw it.
It's
Yeah,
like, you saw the
I
clip.
can pull it up right now.
Everyone's collectively like, yo, she took this L. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate for Bia. Cardi, here's what I will say. Drop an album. We've been waiting.
She's not dropping nothing.
Invasion of Privacy was that 2017? 17 or 18?
18.
Come on, fam.
You know she said she's not dropping an album this year.
I know, but then her label was like, no, we got an album coming out this year. So something's
said
going on.
that?
She said
Yeah,
that?
she said it, but then the label like a week later was like, no, we got it. So we don't know what's happening.
We'll see what happens.
Well, look, man, I appreciate y'all having me in the New York studio. We'll talk about those Kendrick tickets offline. For our homie E-Bro, we miss you. See you soon. Nadeska, Lowkey. This is Rap Life Review. I'm Eddie, I should say that. And I'm Eddie. Bye.
I was waiting for that.
What's good? Nadeska here. If you made it through that entire episode of the Rap Life Review, that means you're really a fan. Hit that like button so we know it's real. Subscribe if you never want to miss an episode. And of course, if you really have something to say, drop a comment and we'll hit you back on next week's episode.